and referee Tony Weeks. Let's hear it.
Loma, yeah. Finish. Yeah.
Hold on. You want to? No, I don't want to continue. No. Fair. You don't want to continue. No.
Okay. So, we're here live, real time. Let me tell you what happened. I can't stand when fighters do this bitch ass shit. Now, fighters are fighters, and they risk their lives in the ring. But what he tried to do was, he tried to act like he wasn't quitting. But I guess he forgot that in this day and age is high definition with HBO and everything. He quit, but he tried to act like he wanted to go back out and fight again. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. What was that? Between round 7 and 8? The end of round 7. Nicolas Walters quit. He didn't want to continue. Lomachenko just started toying around with him. And you have to understand, for the hardcore boxing fans, and for those in the know, you had to understand that Nicolas Walters was the underdog. You had to understand that right now, CompuBox, 114 of 437 for Lomachenko. Total punches. 49 of 264, 19% for Nicolas Walters. Nicolas Walters, his game plan was fucked up. He tried to box Lomachenko. He tried to box him. And it's like, no, you gotta fuck him up. Power punches, 78 of 199 for Lomachenko, 39%. 34 of 120, 28% for Nicolas Walters. I don't like how that just went down. Listen, fighters. If you're watching this video, this is HD these days. This is high definition. You can't quit and then act like you're not quitting. Tony Weeks pulled him back, was like, are you quitting? And he was like, yeah, I don't want to continue. But then he started storming off like he was like trying to act like the ref. Like, he tried to fraud. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Undefeated top fighter in the weight division quit. He literally said, no mas. How did you do it? Wow. That was impressive stuff. You just made an undefeated top fighter in the weight division quit. He literally said, no mas. How did you do it?
Отменный бой. Вы только что сделали так, что человек, который ни разу не проиграл, сказал, больше не могу. Как вы сделали?
Я не знаю, я снимаю шляпу перед Волдерсом, он действительно очень сильный боец, крепкий, но я думаю, что дело сделал простой год. Он год стоял, не боксировал. Я думаю, что из-за этого он остановился.
Walters is a good fighter. He's really strong, but I think he just stood there in one place, which made it easy for me to win.
Walters is a good fighter, and he is strong. Gary Russell Jr. is a really good fighter, and he's really fast. And these guys have no chance against you. Who does? Who do you look, when you look out there, who do you see as your most likely rival?
Walters сильный, Рассел был очень быстрый, но они ничего против тебя не могли сделать. Кто может что-нибудь сделать? Кого вы видите, что какой боец может?
Не знаю, я пока не хотел бы делать заявление. Единственное, что я повторюсь, я говорил уже, что бокс это не только скорость отдельно, это не только сила отдельно. Ты должен быть боксером, который обладает и высоким IQ, и большой функциональной подготовкой, физической подготовкой, и скоростной. Ты должен объединить все в одно.
As I said before, it's not about being just strong or being just fast. A lot of things take place. You have to train. You have to be highly functional in the ring. So all those things are a combination of what makes me good.
So who do you want? Who's the fighter out there that you think you target next?
Варгаса. Хочу Варгаса, ВБЦ.
I want Vargas.
What's the goal here for you, quickly, before we turn to the Axeman? What's the goal for you? What do you want to accomplish in boxing?
Ваша цель в боксинге.
Моя цель в боксе стать номер 1 pound for pound.
My goal is to be number 1 pound for pound.
Looks like you're on your way. Thank you. Terrific performance.
Good fight, man. Good fight. Very good fight.
Nicolas, what happened?
One year without fighting. Un año sin pelearme. Almost a year without fighting in the ring, right? My last fight was with Sosa, right? So I went up in weight. When I take down the weight, he was more active. So if you watch the fight, you see him, he has been scoring more than I do. I'm throwing my good shots, but they're not connecting. He's connecting more clearly than I am touching him. You understand? So and in the last round, he started catching me more and more. You understand? So he's just I don't want to take away from him. He's a good fighter. I love you guys.
I think the reaction from the crowd, even though it did seem to us ringside that the athletic competition was over, that he proved he was better, and it might seem reasonable to some who don't know boxing culture to think, well, then it's okay to stop fighting. In the biggest traditions in boxing, proud champions and top fighters don't just say no mas in a situation like that. They continue to try to fight. What do you think about that as a top undefeated fighter who was losing a fight but didn't appear to be badly hurt at the moment, quitting? What do you think about that?
It wasn't about quitting, right? If you look at the last round, he caught me with some pretty good shot. I was holding on just to survive the round. It would be stupid to come out after the last round.
So you were hurt in the previous round?
Yeah, of course. He caught me with some good shot, but you have to understand, you guys gave me one fight per year. He's active. He's fighting more active than me. So that's it.
Thank you, Nicolas. Jim?
All right, so the crowd doesn't like it, what they're hearing from Nicolas.
Nicolas Walters quit. He didn't answer the bell for the 8th round. And what I don't like about the situation, if you go and watch the footage when you get a chance, is that he tried to act like he wasn't quitting. He tried to act like he wasn't quitting. He tried to do a little scene, but yet it's like, yo, the cameras are right there, bro. So you can hear what he said, and basically, if you really want to paraphrase it, he pretty much saying it's like, yo, Lomachenko, I was outclassing me. And I said in my prediction video is that one of the issues that Nicolas Walters may have is the inactivity. He has fought in almost a year. And he was trying to trade hands. I'm talking about in the middle of the ring, trying to box Vasyl Lomachenko, one of the best amateurs of all time. Trying to box him. And it's like, yo, there shouldn't have been a game plan. The game plan was supposed to seek and destroy. He should have went out there, like we talked about and many talked about in their post-fight prediction. Their pre-fight predictions, is that he should have went Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman. He should have went Marcos Maidana and tried to be the Axeman and chop down the tree. So it's like, now where does he go from here? He made on paper $300,000 for this fight. The fight was negotiated last year. He was supposed to make $550,000 plus $300,000 if he would have beat Lomachenko. So now with this performance, he looked bad. But you can say that, he had that long layoff. But still, he looked bad. Lomachenko makes you look bad, and we talked about that in previous videos, is that either Nicolas Walters was going to win by knockout or by vicious stoppage, meaning just consistent, constant pressure, or he was going to get outschooled and looks fucking stupid, and he looked fucking stupid. Lomachenko made him look stupid. Lomachenko is not the same Lomachenko that fought Orlando Salido. He's in a different zone right now. And the 130-pound division, when you look at Jason Sosa, I'm wondering, who does Lomachenko fight next? Jason Sosa? That would be a good fight. The winner of Gervonta Davis versus Jose Pedraza. But then he said he wanted Francisco Vargas. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Remember, Francisco Vargas, outside of the 2 draws, is undefeated. You have that Orlando Salido rematch out there for him. You have Garrett Russell, who's saying he wants to fight Lomachenko again, but he's a WBC 126-pound champion. He would have to come out to 130. You know, if they want to get him in like a stay busy fight, then, you know, Johnny Gonzalez. But Bob Arum is saying Lomachenko versus Manny Pacquiao. That would be crazy. That would be a super fight, whether you like it or not. But still, it doesn't make sense. And I just think that Bob Arum is just blowing smoke because Pacquiao only has 1, maybe 2 fights in him. For example, if he fights Mayweather again in May, you know, what that would be May the 5th of 2017. If he fights Mayweather on that date, then it's like, yo, that would be a retirement match for both. If Pacquiao fights on after that, it's like, yo, come on. Really? Come on. Vasyl Lomachenko is the man. And you know, and it's I understand a lot of times when I predict fights, I may go with my heart. But it's like, how can you really have picked him to beat? I mean, how can you really have picked Nicolas Walters to beat him, especially with a year layoff? Walters was literally in there trying to outbox or trying to box Lomachenko, and I'm looking like, oh, nah, yeah, you're going to get knocked the fuck out. You know, or you're going to just lose on the cards, like some old 120, 108 type shit. But he quit. And he took the fraud like he wasn't quitting, but then during the post-fight interview, I'm glad that he fessed up to his wrongdoing. I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media right down below. I'm sponsored by app. It's called Fire Fan. I keep saying Fight Fan. Fire Fan. Please, the link is down below. Click the link. Please register. Wait for the email. Download the app. If you want me to cover boxing, if you want me to get better at covering boxing, then download the app. All right? Eagles versus Cowboys on Monday. We're going to talk about it all. Please subscribe.